Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pregame from the Pond, Madison Mallard Pregame Show. Derek Brizendine alongside Alec Dopp. Alec, tough loss for the Mallards here last night.
Oh, you mentioned it there, Derek. I mean, the guys, not their best moments for sure. Some key errors in key spots, but the great thing about baseball is you got another day, another game the next day, so they got a chance to redeem themselves, I guess you could say.
Bringing in a new team tonight, bringing in the Lakeshore Chinooks. Chinooks have been known to have a pretty good team here, so it'll be a good challenge for them. Really need to get those bats going, though.
Definitely. Lakeshore winning the championship last year, they've developed a really good reputation within the league. So, it's always important to get the bats going, and staying loose on the field is very important especially for hitters. But, it's going to be a challenge tonight. Lakeshore is definitely a talented club.
And, one thing that's going to be big help on the Mallards side, proving from last night, is Gene Ramirez having a great night behind the plate.
Absolutely. Kind of what Green Bay wanted to do was be aggressive, kind of like Donnie with Madison, very aggressive on the base paths. And, Gene really stepped up, 3 caught stealings on the night. He's got a gun. I mean, he's very accurate with his throws. So it's been a treat to watch him.
Yeah, I was surprised that Green Bay kept running on him. I mean, you figure after you get thrown out once, you wouldn't do it twice.
You
and
would
then
think.
After you get thrown out twice, they ran again.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? I mean, you can only do it so many times before you say, hey, we got to back off from Gene here. He's a proven guy, so and it's going to be great to see him throughout the next couple games behind the plate too. So
now the defense from Gene has been good, but the one thing collectively as a team that needs to get going, that's kind of shown life, every other game or so, are those bats.
Oh, definitely, and just like I just mentioned, staying loose at the plate, not getting too tensed up and feeling the pressure. You can kind of sense that at times, but it's baseball. They just want to do well, and it's understandable. But they had some chances last night against the Bullfrogs, but ultimately at the end they weren't able to put it together. But new series tonight, so we'll see.
Exactly, and I think one thing that they really need to focus on is just staying loose up there at the plate, not putting too much pressure on it.
Oh, definitely. I know Donnie really stresses, not wanting to, you got to go up to the plate with a plan, but also being confident, and that kind of goes alongside staying loose at the plate. And Donnie really preaches that to the guys on a daily basis, and we saw that definitely earlier in the season with the 16-run game, but not so much late, but it goes back to coaching and all that good stuff.
And one thing we've really seen them do, especially this year, getting loose, is after they hit a double, you see the guys, they'll give you the little duck wings back to the dugout.
Definitely. We second in the league, correct? Was it second in the league in doubles right now? So
tied for third right now with 26. Okay. Just a couple back from second.
Still, that's a lot of duck wing doubles. So it's been a great addition to kind of the banter, I guess you could say, in a way, of the team, and it keeps the guys close, and the fans. It's always entertaining for the fans and us too. So
yeah, and this guys up here at the press box, we've kind of been wondering how that duck wing double got started. So I was able to sit down with a couple of the guys and see just how that came about. Which one of you guys started the duck wings on a double?
It was me. I was like,
oh, you did? Oh, you got it. Go.
Yeah, no. So it was me.
Well, I
started before.
I hit a double and I.
Yeah, you did it first, but that's because I was telling you. I was
Really?
like
I think I remember saying we're the Mallards when we hit a double. We need to be unique and we need to have our own thing.
Yeah, but that was after you laughed and said that after I did this. I was like, yeah, dude, we should do this after doubles.
So would credit go to the first person that hits the double and does the Mallard?
I'm the
brains of the
No,
operation.
you're the brains. I was the one that told you about it, and then I don't know. I came up with it. He executed it first. I don't know why he's here. He's just along for the ride.
You know, Alec, hopefully we see a couple more of those duck wing doubles here in this series. That means the guys staying relaxed, and that's what we like to see.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, like we kind of mentioned before in previous games, is that Donnie really likes the guys being aggressive. But, you know, they kind of ran into some trouble with that last night, some hard hit outs that could have been easily hits. Only 3 strikeouts for the guys last night at the plate, but they probably swung at a few pitches they probably shouldn't have. But, you know, it's all about being relaxed, forgetting the past, kind of, and just moving forward. So,
and one thing Coach Donnie's really emphasized is keeping the foot on the pedal. Don't let up. Just keep going. When you think you have them down, just keep going.
Definitely, and getting back to that, I think is really just the pitching, how it's gone the last couple of games. Last night it was Grant Spranger who pitched for the Mallards, and he had 2 quick outs the first two top of the first and second innings against the Bullfrogs, and you know, it kind of snowballed there. I think he walked the 3rd guy he faced and maybe a hit by pitch in the 2nd inning. And so, you know, opponents capitalize on those things. So it's kind of a momentum shift in a way. So, yeah, definitely attacking the strike zone, and I think that's something that we need to do a little bit better, especially with the starting pitching. So,
and it's always tough to come back from an early deficit. That just kind of kills the mood, you know. You start the game strong, starting off, fans are into it, and then you get down a couple runs, and you can just kind of feel the energy just kind of sucked right out of you.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it takes away from the fans, to be sure. They respond to big moments, obviously, and I think the important thing, especially tonight for our starting pitcher, Nick Gruner from Harvard, is, like we just mentioned, he needs to stay low in the zone with that 2-seam fastball, and just go after guys and don't let up. I mean, Lakeshore's a very talented club, as we saw last summer, so that'll be important for the guys tonight, especially the bullpen too.
And one guy out of the bullpen that really kind of saved the momentum, in my opinion, for the Mallards was Martin Andonov, coming in, picking up a couple key outs. I mean, didn't have a long outing, but man, he had a productive one.
Definitely. No runs allowed. That's always nice to see on the box score for a reliever. Yeah, he's pitched well so far. I think he's got 3 innings, only 1 earned run allowed. So 4 strikeouts, I think it is roughly. So that big sweeping mid-60s curveball is guys don't really know what to do with it. It's definitely a pace changer. I mean, so
I'd say he threw that last night, and I didn't know what to think. I mean, we go from guys that are throwing 92 fastballs to a 66 curveball.
It's quite the challenge. I mean, and that's what he brings to the table, just a great pace changer for Donnie to use out of the bullpen, because obviously we have the power guys with Arobio and Kalen and Scott Moss even, who pitched last night. But yeah, so it's a great way to mix things up against other teams.
And a great young guy. Hopefully he'll step up and continue to fill in that role of being that off-speed pitcher, getting the other team off their groove a little bit.
Definitely. Donnie didn't really know what to expect from Martin coming into the year, being from Bulgaria and whatnot, which is extremely interesting for one. But yeah, it's been a pleasure so far.
Well, hopefully that bullpen just keeps going strong tonight. The bats wake up against Lakeshore. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.